A lot of people consider trading gambling, but is it really gambling when you only lose 1% a day instead of your whole account? So, what happened was this market dumped for absolutely no reason. I don't really know why, but it is what it is. Uh, Today I entered the market kind of late. As you can see, I hopped on at 10. It is what it is. I did eat dinner a little late today, so I had no other choice. But it kind of worked out in the end. So we see this big engulfing down move. Is it a sweep? There's really no liquidity to be swept. And then we can see that it just completely reverses. Now, when I logged on and I saw this, it's kind of like you gotta understand that there's only a limited amount of liquidity in this market. So if it goes down a lot and then goes up a lot, completely canceling everything out, then logically speaking, it wouldn't just go all the way down here, go up again, retrace, and make another high in the same session. That's doing too much. So we can assume the rest of Asia is probably just gonna be super slow. And it was super slow. So, knowing that, I had a short bias. And I was like, okay, so it's just going to go back to the range and retrace. Just generate liquidity. So I looked at this. I can see, in terms of this retracement right here, it went up. Now, you see, I kind of FOMOed out here a little. It went up, consolidated, and it showed bearish moves down. I saw that it swept this order block over here. And then I was like, it baited a lot of people. Bait. And then here's the actual sweep. And then it swept. So I'll just go with the move. I guess that's not how it was because I just got swept in the end. And then I saw it sweat, consolidate here, and then broke down. Now you see, I was still kind of scared because at this time, so my daily bias was a sell, but I was still thinking about it. Because this market is a one of a kind. I never really see this, so I was still hesitating. And then if I was smart, maybe I would have entered on this bearish candle with my stop loss up here. But then I was just thinking, and I waited until it broke through this low, and it entered all the way down here. My stop loss all the way above. And then it went down. Boo, and then it completely reversed on me. Almost took me out. Look at that. Actually, minus 49 out of 50 on my stop loss. And then it did reverse again. And then it barely TP'd me. And it completely reversed again. So yeah. All in all, I guess the I trading day wasn't really the most satisfying trade. Now let's move on to Nas. Excuse you. So I hopped on the market at 950 using my new tech to hop on at 950. Because maybe that's where all the trades are at. That's how you filter out the opening. So I saw this opening price swept up. Okay. And then, see, this sweep is kind of sussy. Because it started at open and there really wasn't anything to sweep. And then it swept completely down. And then went all the way back up. So now you can assume that this down move is probably the sweep. And this up move is probably the move. And I logged on around up here. So I'm like, I'm expecting a retracement. Because this move right here left a lot of inefficiency. So I'm expecting a retracement into this fair value gap. And it rejects it. But I sold once. I sold twice. I saw this fake high down here. Displacement to the upside. Consolidation. Manipulation. I got swept, unfortunately, by this. And then now it's like fake high, sweep. So this has to be again. So I enter again for a sell. After this weird manipulation, I cooked again. And that's when I realized, when I saw these 5-15 engulfing white soldiers, that maybe this market isn't going to retrace. Because, like, it do be like that sometimes. So, I just enter on the buy when I get stopped out. Stop loss right here. I try to make it as small as possible. Hopefully I can get better ratio. And then I went to it completely reversed on me. Now, at this point, it's like, yo, I just lost 3 times for no reason. So, and then I heard from a certain bird that somebody caught this up move. And I had to honor that. Honor the grind and go for a trade myself. So, what I see in this market is that my daily bias is already up. But who knows whether it's going to reverse or not. So we're going to have to look at the market again. I see a retracement. I see a fake out. And then I see a sweep of these lows. And then I see it reject off of it and go up and up. So basically my interpretation, retracement, fake out, and a deeper retracement. And then we're going to start going up. Now, but this market is super choppy. And then I started zooming in. So my daily bias is up right now. I see that it starts retracing, which is good, because I want to enter on a retracement. I see fake out right here. And then this could be the second fake out. And then boom, 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 going up. So I'm like, maybe I just enter right here. Instantly got cooked. And then I was like, yo, my daily bias has to be right, man. So when I got stopped out, I entered again, putting my stop loss below this low. Because if it sweeps a low, I'm kind of cooked anyways. So I just enter right here. Not really. I didn't enter based on price tag. I just entered when I got stopped out and just put it below the low. And then almost took me out. Fortunately, I made a 1 to 3 in the end, bro. This trade is for the people that get robbed. To honor them. Honor the people who get robbed in society. 1 to 3. Just so I can unrob y'all. And that's that. My terms, I'm minus 700. I don't really know how I keep getting lower and lower by the day. But it is what it is. I'll see y'all next week.